everyone, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 7 of Pro Wrestling's Top 50. I'm your host, Travis McNeil, and today we are continuing our countdown of the top 50 matches of 2020 as we hit match number 44 on our list, which is the Stadium Stampede match between the Elite, Kenny Omega, Nick and Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks, Hangman Adam Page, along with their partner Matt Hardy, against the Inner Circle of Chris Jericho, Santana and Ortiz, Sammy Guevara, and Jake Hager from the AEW Double or Nothing 2020 event held back on May the 23rd. Now, this was a match that I was maybe a little hesitant to put on the list, just given that it is significantly different than everything else that you will see on this top 50 countdown, because it is a quote-unquote cinematic match. This was initially supposed to be the Blood and Guts War Games match that I think a lot of us were looking forward to, especially longtime fans like myself that grew up on the War Games in the NWA and WCW. I was very excited to see what AEW's spin would be on it. Unfortunately, with COVID, it was decided that that match should be held off for a time when fans can attend, and instead we got the Stadium Stampede. 2020 was the year of trying different things, and with that came a lot of these cinematic matches. I did rewatch a couple of them when it came to this countdown. The Stadium Stampede, in my opinion, held up the best. It was very lighthearted. It was fun. It contained more actual wrestling than a lot of them did, and one thing that I'll say about it is if we kind of look at where it's going to fit historically, when this event was held, we were, a month and a half, 2 months into COVID. A lot of us were working from home, a lot of plans canceled, and a lot of friends and family and loved ones that had been affected by the terrible pandemic. When Double or Nothing was about to air, I personally felt like it was a show that I needed to escape a little bit from the reality that was this pandemic lifestyle. So because of that, I think AEW read the audience and put forth a match that at its core was just simply fun. It took place in the football stadium in Jacksonville, so it had lots of kind of football elements. The Inner Circle all wore matching football jerseys. There was a lot of tongue-in-cheek spots, where plays were called and challenged by the referees, penalties were given. At one point, Chris Jericho hit the Judas effect on the mascot of, the Jacksonville Jaguars, which I thought was hilarious. This match just did a really good job at giving that escape for the half hour that it ran. There was some silly stuff, with the Matt Hardy, getting plunged into the water and transforming into his older characters, which we've seen, in TNA before. This one I did kind of like how he turned into, V1 and they had the Matt Fax on there. But aside from that, that didn't really hit too well with me. What I did like though, there was an extended sequence in, the stadium bar with Hangman Adam Page and Jake Hager, where they kind of did a little bit of an overproduced bar fight, but I thought it was cool. It had some cool stunts in it, made Hager look really good. I thought the huge key player in all of this was Sammy Guevara. He was absolutely hilarious in this match and just showed how much physical charisma that he has and what a great utility player he can be, because not only is he, incredibly athletic, that, he can do kind of comedy and take the big bumps too in a match like this. There was a spot where Matt Jackson gave him rolling Northern Lights suplexes, down the course of the whole field, and did it into the end zone and then kind of spiked him on his head like, he was a football, which I thought was pretty funny. This match just built to the huge spot at the end where, Vanguard 1 made an appearance, distracted Sammy, playing off of the feud that he had going with Matt Hardy. And then Kenny Omega hit the big, one-winged angel, off the bleachers through a bunch of tables below. Again, just a really fun, lighthearted match. I truthfully wasn't expecting it to hold up too well. I rewatched the Boneyard match. I rewatched the Firefly Funhouse match. And, a lot of those other types. This one did still hold up. And just I think its importance in the overall year of it providing that escape, led to it being a worthwhile inclusion on this list. You can catch the show on replay on Fight TV. AEW may also have the DVD available, and if they don't yet, I'm sure they will soon at shopaew.com. As always, though, please follow on Instagram and Twitter at Wrestling50, the word 50 spelled out, not numerical. Subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already, like the video, and I'd love to hear in the comments what you thought of the Stadium Stampede. Until then, though, that's all the time we have. Join us again tomorrow as we continue to count down Pro Wrestling's Top 50.